So lately your class has been very much based on variety. Why is that? Why do you do that?
Well, the human body craves variety of movement. Anyone who does one specific type of physical discipline will always create too many repetitive patterns.
Yeah.
You know, so that can lead to injury. I'm not saying it does. It can. And leaves your body very one-dimensional. But we can also become very kind of one-track minded, in that we start to think whatever it is we're doing is the right way.
Yeah.
And that's the danger, and that creates a lot of resistance. So I guess what I've been doing lately is saying that if you are used to doing Warrior 2, for example, with a 90-degree angle at your knee, what would happen to you if you slightly decreased or increased that angle? You know, it won't.
To experiment with it.
Yeah, it's not going to obliterate your body like a lot of people think it is. And I'm not saying that whatever you've done in the past or whatever your favorite teacher has told you is incorrect. I am simply saying let's try a variation, because all of a sudden your body will work overtime to try and respond to this new stimulus.
Different.
Yeah, and that's all it is, a new stimulus. We're trying to give the body something to think about. We do downward dog, and if it's a regular group and everyone's done 1,000,000 downward dogs before, I say do something different. Do you take your hands out an inch? Do you turn your hands in an inch? Do you step wider? Do you step closer? Something different for your body to respond to, a new stimulus, and that's all it is. It's, you know, some people are very defensive. If you do kind of a Ashtanga or Bikram or a set sequence, it's very difficult for...
Get out your box.
Yeah, it is. And there's one person who says, but my teacher said blah, blah, blah. And I said to her in there in front of everyone, I said, I didn't say your teacher was wrong. If you're used to doing your Revolved Triangle, the Ashtanga version, with a narrower stance, with your hand to the outside, what would happen to your body if we went wider and hand somewhere else? And she looked at me like the yoga police would come and get her. And that's a dangerous kind of mindset to have, I think, is thinking that there is only one way to do everything. There isn't. Ultimately, your body craves variety, variety of movement. And sometimes the reason we are told or we think something is dangerous is because we have no tolerance for that movement whatsoever. So to give you an example, Warrior 2 again, if you bring your knee slightly further back so it's no longer in line with the ankle, it doesn't feel right. But that's because you have no tolerance for that movement, because you're so wired to do it one way. But all that's happening is your body is now responding to this new stimulus.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, it's the general adaption syndrome, where your body will adapt to the new stress you're placing on your body. So it becomes more efficient in just one particular movement all the time. And that is the theory behind it. I mean, I do it myself. When I do my handstand, without thinking, that is my handstand position, without thinking. That's my downward dog position, my crow position, everything. But lately I've been trying to do that. Look at the difference, and it's so difficult. My shoulders are burning and I can't hold it.
Because
it's different, and I can't hold it. But what my ego wants is, my ego wants me to go back to what I'm used to. But I'm trying to stimulate my body differently. And so I bring my hands in. Same with, you know, crow, hands in or hands wider. Ultimately, the more variety you add in to the way you move, I think personally, the healthier long term your body will be.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.